Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well on this fine Saturday morning. I hope everybody is doing well and good. I am certainly feeling much better than yesterday, that's for sure. A little bit of a tickly throat, but now I'm okay. Listen, was wanting to stream today, and I have been able to deliver. So I'm glad I'm able to do that today. This is certainly going to be a good one. The Eagles and the Buccaneers. I mean, these two teams have been going at it. The Buccaneers have mostly come on top recently. The Eagles did pull out the win. IRL against the Buccaneers in this game. They won narrowly 31-25. They almost lost that game, I believe. So I remember, I was working at the time, but I was watching it on my phone and not watching the game. I was just watching the score, and it just, didn't look promising for the Eagles, but they pulled out fine. But today, we will be doing a simulation between these two teams. The Eagles 3-0 on the season. They have been doing really, really well. Their first actual solid game that they played, I'm going to say last week against the Rams. We streamed it yesterday, for those who don't know. But yesterday, they actually dominated against the Rams. They won that game 48-20. So that was their first game that they comfortably won. But the other two games they did win, but they were narrow games. Cowboys, they won by 4 points. The Chiefs, they won by 1 point, one singular point. So a win is a win. You can look at it that way, but also you want to look at it like, well, do you think the Eagles actually have the potential to actually play the good teams? Like, they played the Chiefs, they played the Cowboys. Have a decent team this year. They're scary this year. They had a slow start, and of course the Buccaneers are always a scary team. So I mean, today's the big test. And of course they don't have the easiest schedule going forward. I mean, they play the Broncos next week on Monday night, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but they play them. Then they play the Giants, which I think. Listen, I don't even know, but they play the Giants in New York. Those were two games that they lost. So hopefully the Eagles, in our season simulation, they can flip those two games around. And yeah, but I mean, we're not that far yet. We got to get this game over with, and then we'll, go from there. Looking to possibly stream again tomorrow, because I have a pretty available morning tomorrow also. Monday, like I said, Monday's going to be a little bit tough because I have my job, my other job, my coaching job. Same thing with Wednesday. Tuesday I could. I'm not sure if I will, though. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that I can stream at least one more time throughout the next week or so. And then hopefully by the new year, we'll be caught up with the Eagles. So that will be good. I don't know how exactly. I was really thinking about it this morning when I woke up. I was like, how am I going to simulate the playoffs? Because of course the Eagles may do differently in our simulation than the actual season that they're playing, but they're only playing a select amount of teams. And like in baseball, what I was going to do is I was going to just rank it based off of how the Eagles did, or the Phillies did against, because the every baseball team plays each other at least 3 times. At least 3 times, yeah. So it's kind of like, they have an established record against that team. But of course the Eagles don't play as, they don't play as many games, they don't play as many teams. So I mean, they play 17, well, not 17 teams. They play the 3 divisional teams twice, which takes you to 6. And then there's 11 others. You're basically doing 14 teams, and that's not even half of the league. So there's 32 teams out there, right? 32, because it's 32 teams. Yeah, that's right. So it's kind of like you can't really, so I'll figure something out. I may just slightly edit. So like, for example, if the Eagles lose to the Bucs today or something, the Bucs will have the higher seed over the Eagles or something like that. Slightly changing the bracket that it will be when the postseason comes along. But of course, we are not there yet. So we will see what happens. Of course, the Eagles could do absolutely anything in the next handful of games. So it all depends. So, but yeah, listen, guys, let's hop into the game here. I'm on OBS again. Let me do this. My mouse is acting up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And we will hop right into the game, guys. So I made sure to change jerseys. So that's correct. And I'm just going to put this on Madden just to be safe. It was pretty clear. Of course, I think a storm came through because, of course, at this time of the year, those 2 hurricanes were coming through. They didn't necessarily hit Tampa Bay, but because Tampa Bay is on the inner part of Florida. But it's not really going to matter in this because I checked the weather from the time that they played, and it was pretty clear. So that's what we'll do it at. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we should just hop right into the game, hop right into the stream, and I hope you guys enjoy this broadcast, because I certainly will. This is going to be a good game. One way or another, it's going to be a good game. So, yeah. But here we go. Commentator voice on. Well, good afternoon from the home of the crew. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the home of Super Bowl 55 champions. They actually played that game right here at home at Raymond James Stadium as the Bucs take the field to welcome the Philadelphia Eagles. Both teams red hot. The Eagles coming off of a 48-20 win against the Los Angeles Rams. Tampa Bay has won the coin toss. They have chosen to defer to the second half. Tampa Bay all riled up and ready for this ball game, as well as the Eagles. Chase McLaughlin to kick this one away and kickstart this football game. Here's Will Shipley. He's back in today. Did not start with it because he had an injury last week when they played the Rams. There's Jalen Hurts coming off of a dominant win against the Rams last week. Played complimentary football he did, and let's see if he can repeat today, because they are playing some talented teams, and the Bucs certainly are very, very talented over the past couple of years. So here's Barkley up the middle. He's got the first down, and he is taken down at the 45-yard line. His first rush is 19 yards. And the Eagles seem to always start off strong with Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley coming off, he's been doing lots of different things over the course of these past 3 games, and in this fourth one he starts off strong. There's Goddard. He's got the first down. 2 straight first downs for the Eagles. And you got to think, can the Tampa Bay Buccaneers stop this offense? This offense, of course, red hot. They've been putting up a whole bunch of points. Hurts backs up from under center. There's Goddard again, and another first down. No, this time it's Calcaterra. And another first down. 3 straight first downs, and just like that, they're inside the 30. Hurts in the shotgun this time. Hands it off to Barkley, and he's got a first down, but this may come back. There's a flag on the play. Flag early, and it's holding on the offense. So this one will come back. Jordan Mailata. He had a holding penalty last week against the Rams. Didn't really cost them the game, but early penalties, that could certainly change this game. Here's Hurts on 1st and 20. Pass is caught by Goddard, and for the first time today, they do not get a first down. It's 2nd and 5. Winfield on the stop. So the Eagles offensively have put 119 points up so far this season over the course of 3 games. Barkley has the first down. But of course, I mean, the Eagles have also they've allowed a decent amount of points also. They allowed 20 points last week against the Rams. They allowed 36 points against the Chiefs and 34 against the Cowboys. That's 90. So the point differential there is not that big. It's 29 points, yes, but here's Hurts under center. And there's Barkley, and he is taken down. Gain of about 5 on the play. It's 2nd and 5, and they're inside the 10. Here's Todd Bowles. Trying to rebuild this team, and has been doing really good after Rob Gronkowski retired, and of course Tom Brady retired from the Buccaneers after a year. They didn't get a Super Bowl. They were trying to go back to another Super Bowl after Bruce Arians retired. It's just been a rebuild over the past few years, and in those 4 years, they have done so much. They acquired Baker Mayfield. Haven't seen any action from him yet. Of course, they haven't had a chance to get the football, but Todd Bowles and all the coaching staff for the Buccaneers, including the front office, have done amazing rebuilding this team. Here's Hurts. 3rd and 3. He's got the first, and he's in for the touchdown. Rushing touchdown for Jalen Hurts, and he puts the Eagles on top. Eagles score first. Hurts grittying. Classic celebration at this point. I don't think you ever see a game without somebody doing the gritty. Elliott for the point after. Should be a 7-0 game, no problem. And there it is, 7-0 Eagles. So now Todd Bowles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield also looking to respond here. big thing about the Eagles game last week against the Rams, they got off early. I mean, they had a slow first quarter, but after that, it was just smooth sailing. It was all Eagles. The Eagles never trailed that game. It was, just all Eagles after that first quarter. From the first quarter out, it was smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. There's Baker Mayfield, aged 30, in his 8th NFL season. Spent a lot of his time with the Browns. Didn't have much success there. Had pretty illustrious career, though. Then he went to the Rams, and now he's with the Buccaneers. Pass is caught, and that is Agbeka, the wide receiver, for a first down. Mayfield under center this time. Give it off to Bucky Irving, and he's got a gain of 6. And they're in Eagles territory. Mayfield takes the snap. He is looking, still looking, firing. Pass is caught by Godwin. Tries to reach for the first down, but he's just short. 3rd and 1. With 1 yard to go, here are the Buccaneers. Mayfield claps it. There is Cade Otton, and he's got the first. Designed run option play. Or run pass option, excuse me. Motion from Otton. Mayfield takes the snap. He's looking. He is firing, and there is Mike Evans, and he's got a first down. Of course, now Mike Evans is out, but he played this game. I don't know if he got injured in this game or not, but he hasn't been playing for a while. He's been out. Here's Mayfield. Mayfield pass caught for the touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, the wide receiver, just responded to the Eagles' touchdown. 2 defenders by the Eagles trying to keep him out of the end zone, but he was already there. By the time he caught the ball, it already crossed the plane. And just like that, after a short 3 minutes, and with a McLaughlin good point, it's a tie game. Seven all. Really, really hot today. Low 90s here in Tampa Bay. I mean, it's still September and it's nice and warm. Here is Bigsby. Bigsby, he makes a man miss, and he manages to get outside the 30. He's just inside the 35 at the 33. So a decent return by Tank Bigsby. And the Eagles trying to hop right back on top. Hurts in the gun. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley, he gets pushed ahead for a first down. He was almost down, but he was over a defender and manages to push for a first down. That was lucky. Blacksagami, the fullback, and Barkley in the backfield. He breaks away for a first. And another one of these drives where they just keep on getting first downs. 2 straight first downs for the Eagles. This could very well be a very high-scoring game. I can see it unless they slow down in the second half. There is Shipley. He's got a first. The run defense has not been good. Oops. What is happening? There we go. Did that yesterday in the stream. I don't know why, but 1st and 10. Hurts. The screen to Barkley, and he's got another first. He breaks away, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 8-yard line. And they are in the red zone now. Barkley gets the ball. He's looking, turning around, trying to make any man miss, and he manages to muster 5 yards out of that play. 2nd and goal. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And the Eagles looking to take the lead here. Offensive showdown so far today. Hurts in the gun. Barkley on the bottom part of your screen. Pass is caught by Goddard, and he's got the touchdown. Dallas Goedert puts the Eagles back on top. Nobody around. Little stick play there, and he got all that he needed there. Elliott to make this a 7-point game, and it is good. We've seen a lot of the short drives. I mean, Eagles had a pretty good defensive game as compared to their last few games. Starting to give that up again. Giving up 7 early here in the first quarter. Uh-oh. That's not good. No. No. I'm gonna put it here real quick. The game crashed. I am at a loss for words right now. No. I'm going to try and reopen it, and if I can't resume the play, we'll just have to end the stream there and do this another day. Because I don't feel like redoing that. And, you know, I mean, it was, luckily, it was only about a quarter, but I'm going to try and open this game back up for you guys. Well, that's certainly not what you want to do, what this game's supposed to do. This is part of the reason why I want to get a new PC at some point. This is such a low end. I mean, it's not low end. It's not like I can't, you know, stream with this. But a lot of streamers, they'll stream from another PC, which, you know, gives that like its own performance, and then the game can actually run by itself without it trying to stream on the same PC. Some people stream on the same PC and it works just fine. But the game's reopening now, you guys. This is wonderful. If I can't, this is the moment of truth. If I cannot zoom this, then we're in trouble. I'm going to turn the sound off real quick so I don't get copyrighted. Go to quick play. It says game in progress. Good. Okay. All right, we can resume this. All right, we'll resume this. Well, that's a relief. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. That's kind of crazy. Let me turn this back to the game. There we go. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it gives... Well, that's not very fair. It's going to give the Eagles a chance again. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. Bucks could use a stop. If they get the stop, it doesn't really matter. It looks like Mike Evans scored. But of course, I mean, that didn't happen. Oh no, never mind. They are giving. Okay, they are giving the Bucks the ball back. Okay, I was about to say that's not very fair for the Bucks. Not fair at all. We're back in business, everybody. Sean Tucker on the return up to the 25-yard line, and here comes Baker Mayfield. It's the battle of the QBs today. Of course, Hurts just got his second touchdown of the game, his first passing touchdown. That to Dallas Goedert. And Mayfield trying to match that. Maybe to Kate Otten. Here is Irving up the middle for a gain of 7. That was quick. Takes the snap. Quick pass, this time to Agbuka. And only a gain of 1. 3rd and 2. Four-man rush. And a first down to Egbuka again. He's had a lot of touches today, including a touchdown. Nailed right in the chest there. The ball, and it's 14-7. I don't know why I said that. I meant to say 1st and 10. I was looking at the score, but I wasn't looking at the down. Fakes to give to Irving. Bullet to Egbuka again. And another first down. You'd think the favored receiver for Baker Mayfield is Mike Evans, because Mike Evans has been such a key part of this offense even when Tom Brady was here. But instead it's Egbuka out of the reach of Mike Evans, as we just said, and it's 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line of the Eagles are the Bucs. Here's Mayfield. Mayfield looking, taking his time. Pass incomplete this time for Egbuka. And it's 3rd and 10. Eagles looking for their first stop of the day. This could be 4-down territory here. Mayfield in the shotgun, 4-man rush. Mayfield lobs it in the air and out of the reach of Sean Tucker. And that was Chris Godwin, my apologies, Chris Godwin. Sean Tucker wasn't on the field. So 4th and 10 now, and this probably is punt situation. No, they're going to try a 60-yarder. Chase McLaughlin, hold good, kick is away, and the kick is no good. Get a look from here, it's wide left. Missed the net entirely. And the Eagles will take over in pretty good field position. And that's the first stop for the Eagles defense. They'll get the ball right at the 50. Hurts in the gun. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley has a window. He spins around, first down and more. He's got all green grass, and he is in for the touchdown. That's all they needed. One play, one stop, and Saquon Barkley does what he does best. He is so, I mean, I've said this every single game. That's the agility of Saquon Barkley. What you just saw there, I mean, that is exactly why they picked him up from New York. It's just, I don't know how the Giants did not manage to keep him. The Eagles just had a better contract for him. It was that extra $1 million that they guaranteed him that won him over. 21 points in this first quarter. Talk about an offensive shutdown by the Eagles right now. They didn't even put that up in the first half last week against the Rams. They put more points up in one quarter than the Rams did in an entire game. That is how how well this Eagles offense has been playing. But the Bucs trying to keep up. They're down by 2 possessions now. But of course, even though the Eagles are up by that much and have this many points this early in the game, well, that's the plus. It's early. It's early in the game, and the Bucs have plenty of time. In fact, they do get the ball to begin the second half, which could certainly play a part in them coming back and possibly winning this game. Here's Irving, and they are all over him. Gain of just 1. The Eagles and the Bucs have had history between these two teams. Of course, they've played a lot of playoff games. Here's Irving again. He's got the first, and there's a flag. Wonder what this is. And a holding call on the offense. This will come back. Tristan Wirfs this time. And it's 2nd and 19 now. Look at where they are now. Inside the 20. Mayfield. Bullet to Otten. He's got the first down. No problem. Got all that yardage back and a first down. Of course, these two teams have played a lot recently. They've played in playoff games. They've played regular season games. Of course, the Bucs have been certainly the better team. It's a mind game for the Eagles when they come to Tampa Bay. They've come to Tampa Bay a lot too. There's Evans. He's got a first. But, of course, the Eagles commanding so far today. There's a good look at Hassan Reddick, the former Eagle. He did not have the most amicable parting from the Eagles. Mayfield hands it off to Irving, and only a gain of about 4. I'll squeeze out one more play before the quarter break. Maybe 2. Mayfield in the gun. Motion from Godwin to the right side. Here's Mayfield. Pass is caught by Egbuka, wide open. Quick pass, and he's got a first. And that should do it for the first quarter. So 21-7, the Eagles are on top. 21 points in one quarter by the Eagles. We'll be right back after this. Second quarter coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to Raymond James Stadium. It's 21-7 Eagles. Eagles putting up an astounding 21 points in the first quarter. You don't see that all too often. It's hard to get touchdowns in the NFL. I mean, we're at a pro level. To be able to do that, it's rare. There's a pass caught, and that's Otten. Manages to get his hands on the ball there, and he's got a first down. It's 1st and goal for the Bucs. Looking to get something done right out of the quarter break. Here's Mayfield. Mayfield to Evans for the touchdown. And the Bucs right back in it. So we've already really backtracked to what the Eagles have done over the past few years, and of course what the Bucs have done since their Super Bowl win in 2022. Of course, they were Super Bowl champions of Super Bowl 55, made an appearance then, and they got their first Super Bowl victory. Excuse me, it was 2021. That's my fault. 2021 season. And it's 21-14 now. Here with the Eagles still on top. Here is Shipley. Shipley trying to make a man miss, but not successful there. Only up to the 24. So there's Saquon Barkley. 111 yards already. And we just started the second quarter. I mean, that is what... I mean, of course, he's got his own touchdown, but of course, he's played such a big part in the Eagles scoring big in the first quarter. He's had a lot of those big plays where he's got 10+ yards. Fakes the give to Barkley and incomplete by Hurts. 2nd and 10. Second down, 10 to go for the Eagles. We'll hand it off to Barkley. Barkley's got the first down. He's had a lot of those. That's exactly what I'm talking about. He is well on his way to 200, maybe even 300 yards rushing if he keeps this up. I mean, if he can get 100 yards rushing a quarter, you've never seen this before, but 400 yards, I mean, I don't even know what the record is. Jahan Dotson picks it up. He's got a gain of 8. Rushing record, single game. 296 yards set by Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings on November 4th, 2007. Of course, that's hard to beat, but the way Barkley has been playing, it's not out of the picture, that's for sure. He's had 200-yard games before, but not edging up 300. That's a whole different thing. So we'll see. 3rd and 2. He does get stopped there. Hurts in the gun. Pocket collapsing passes. Caught. This time it is... Who is that? Oh, that's Cooper. Haven't seen him at all this season. And he takes it all the way out to the 25-yard line. And the Eagles looking to score again. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley, I mean, he made it through. He lost the football, and it's picked up by Hassan Reddick. Uh-oh. Hassan Reddick, the former Eagle, and he's got the fumble recovery for Tampa Bay. That could change this game drastically. Let's take a look. I don't know. I mean, let's take a look. I mean, the ball was out there. I don't know if his back was down when he lost control. I didn't really get a good look at that. But it looks like they will keep that on. There'll be a standing call on the field. as for right now. They are going to review this. I think Sirianni challenged it. Let's take a look. So there's his butt down, and then the ball came out. I don't know. I think that they'll overturn this. Oh, they did reverse it. And boos roar through Tampa Bay, and the Eagles have a second shot here. That could have been a big fumble recovery for the Bucs. There's Smith. He's got the first. Tampa Bay fans did not like that call, but I think it was the right call because Saquon Barkley, of course, he had his butt made contact with the ground, and then he lost the football. He lost control of the football, which is what they were looking for. Hurts looking, firing, and it's incomplete. Looks like it was interrupted by a defender somehow. 2nd and 10. Hurts, 4-man rush. 5-man rush, excuse me. And Barkley is taken down. Loss of 2. Levante David on the tackle, and it's now 3rd and 12 to go. They do have a chance to get a fresh set of downs, but 2 yards away from that goal line. So I would imagine Jalen Hurts and the offense are going to go for the end zone here. Hurts, quick pass. There's Smith. And he is out of bounds at the 3, a yard short of the first down. And now you consider probably running this and getting the first, and then having 4 tries for a touchdown. I'll hand it to Barkley. He is ew. I thought he was in. I thought that ball broke the plane, but he is just short of the goal line. It's 1st and goal, though, from the 1. Inside the 1. The half-yard line. Hurts to Shipley. He's got a touchdown. Will Shipley extends the lead for the Eagles. 27 points now put up by the Eagles in 1 half. You don't see some of these teams putting on that much points in one game. I look at the scoreboard, and then I don't even look at the time, and I think, oh, this game's almost over. Nope. Not even done the first half. Not even done the first half, guys. Elliott to make this a 28-14 game. Automatic. They almost didn't get the score there because they thought initially that Saquon Barkley lost the football on that fumble, but there was no fumble rule, no fumble, and they took it all the way to the house. Could have been a tie game, potentially, but it didn't happen that way. There is a return. This time by Johnson. There's Mike Evans, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 30 yards, and a touchdown. Has one of the touchdowns for the Bucs. Egbuka has the other touchdown, both passing, so of course Mayfield gets credit for those 2 touchdowns. looking to keep this a close game. They're down by 2 possessions again. Mayfield to Irving. Irving trucks through and tries to get the first down, but he's ruled short, of course, by a handful. And he looks like he's a little injured. Might be a leg injury. Maybe the ankle. Second down and 3. Mayfield in the gun. Mayfield looking, still looking, firing, caught by Evans. He's got green grass, and he is taken down at the 42-yard line of the Eagles. Andrew Makuba takes him down. Luckily, he had that zone coverage out there. Had that been man-to-man coverage, he could have went all the way. Mayfield. Hands it off. Of course, with the injury of Irving. Oops. What's happening? Rashawn Tucker comes in to take over his duties. And Rachaad White will get his first touch of the game, and he's got a first down and more. Finally taken down. Took a handful of defenders to take him down. Good opening touch for Rachaad White. Mayfield to White again. White manages to get out of that, and he gains 8 this time. Defensive game today. Or, excuse me, offensive game today. I meant to say offense, sorry. Second and 2. Mayfield will take it himself, and Smith was ready for him. Only gain of about a couple, and it's 3rd and 1. Mayfield short of the first down. And he'll sneak, and he'll get the first. Mayfield. And there's Tucker. He will not get anything there. It's 2nd and 10. Second down and 10. 11 yards to go. Here's Mayfield towards the end zone. Evans got number 2. Second touchdown of the game for Mike Evans. And the Buccaneers within 1 score. 48 points in this first half by both teams. I mean, jeez. We still have 5 more minutes left yet in the half. Kick is away and good. Coughlin to kick this one away. Eagles looking to bounce back off of that touchdown. Here's Shipley. Shipley up to the 26. Here's Saquon Barkley. 12 rushes for 135 yards. He's got a touchdown also. Didn't have the most successful of drives last drive. Start to slow down a little bit, but I mean, if you're running 135 yards in one half, you get tired quicker. That is for sure. Hurts fakes to give to Barkley, and Calcaterra only gains 1. Hurts. This time to Barkley on the outside. He's got a first down. He could go all the way down the sideline, and he's taken down. Oh my goodness. Nick Sirianni knows what a gift Saquon Barkley is. These Buck fans are shocked. You shouldn't be shocked, though. Saquon Barkley is just built different. To Barkley again. He's got a first down. And taken down at the 15-yard line. My goodness me. What an exclamation point by Barkley so far today. This is utterly amazing. This could be historic today for Saquon Barkley. Hurts in the shotgun. And this time it's Dotson. Dotson will gain 7 on the play. It's 2nd and 3. Hurts to Barkley. He's got a first, and he is taken down short of the goal line. So 1st and goal, 2 yards to go to the touchdown. Barkley not on the field. Tank Bigsby in. And a quick pass to A.J. Brown. He's got the touchdown. A.J. Brown with the touchdown. And the Eagles have put up 30-plus points in this first half. I mean, both of these teams have put up a lot for one half. But the Eagles have... I'm telling you right now, the Eagles could possibly make history this season, putting up the most points in one season. I mean, if they're at 119 now, they're at 35. They're going to be at 35 here in just a minute. Yes, 35. and they still have another half to play. What do you think, guys? I mean, I wonder what the record for that is. The most points put up in one game were the Washington, at that point, the Washington Redskins. They put up 72 points to the New York Giants' 41. So, I mean, that's the record to beat in terms of in a game. Most points in a season was 606 by the 2013 Denver Broncos. They're already a sixth of the way there. A little bit more than that, actually. To White, and he has got the first down. They're starting to establish the run game here. And the 2-minute warning arrives. Eagles on top 35-21. Of course, now you can't really utilize the run. Maybe a little bit because you do the Buccaneers do have all 3 timeouts. Where's Evans going? Huh. Oh, a little trickery. But he won't pass it. He'll just take it himself. And he doesn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 12. That was a little bit of a trickery play there. I don't know why you would do that with under 2 minutes in the second quarter, but maybe trying to catch the Eagles off guard. Not really successful at that, though. Here's Mayfield, 2nd and 12. Pass is caught. It's Egbuka, and he's got the first down, and they won't take it. No, they will take a timeout. Of course, inside of 2 minutes, an injury will take a timeout. They might have took a timeout anyway. They're saying to themselves, "Why did he get injured? We didn't need to use the timeout there." No, I'm just kidding. There's just rules of the game, you know. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 41, technically. Motion from Godwin to the right side. Mayfield looking, firing, complete to Otten. Just a gain of 2, though. You don't want to settle for a field goal, of course, because, of course, both place kickers, Jake Elliott for the Eagles and Chase McLaughlin for the Bucs, they have only kicked extra points. I mean, Chase McLaughlin did try for a field goal. I think it was a 60-yard field goal. He missed. But in terms of made field goals, there have not been any. Only PATs. 1 minute to go off the incompletion. 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Mayfield, it is caught by Godwin, and he reaches for the first down. And with under a minute to play now, with 2 timeouts, they can open up the playbook just a little bit. They got to hustle, though. They're not going to use a timeout. Mayfield. Looking, firing. This time, it's Miller for what I believe is a first down, and they'll take their 2nd timeout. Yep, that's Ryan Miller, the tight end. He is technically a wide receiver, though. He's pretty bulky wide receiver, that is for sure. 1st and 10. to the outside. Otten. Only a gain of about 4, and they're not going to take a timeout just yet. They can hustle and try and get one play off. If it's incomplete, they don't even need that timeout. They only, well, I don't know why they did not take a timeout there. Got to get this ball off quick. Towards the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. It's Godwin. They were confident. He's got it. Now, if you're an Eagles fan, if you're watching for the Eagles, you ought to be concerned, because this offense has certainly picked up the pace a little bit, and now with only 4 seconds to go, they get the ball to begin the second half. We could have a tie game going in, a couple minutes into the third quarter. Completely different game now. Exactly what they wrote in the playbook. Todd Bowles very proud of his team. Now they just got to execute in the next quarter after halftime to tie this game up. They have not led. They've had a, it's been a tie game early, but it has not been tied since that first quarter, that first 7-7 score. And he'll kick that out of the back of the end zone, and that's a touchback, and they'll come out to the 35-yard line. I don't know if I like this new kicking rule. I'm so about it. What do you guys think? Let me know. Hurts to pass. And it is incomplete. Tried to heave it towards the end zone, he didn't even get to the end zone, but it doesn't matter. 35-28 going into halftime. High scoring game here at Raymond James Stadium. Halftime report coming up next. Well, welcome back to Raymond James Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Eagles lead 35-28. Lots of scoring today on this hot afternoon in Tampa Bay. And the Buccaneers will have a chance to tie this game up going into this possession. Sean Tucker takes it up to the 27-yard line. And that's where Baker Mayfield and the Bucs offense will take over. This could make or break the team right now. This could make or break the game. Mayfield over the middle to Otten. He's got the first. A little bit behind Otten there on that pass, but he connects with him, and the Buccaneers have a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. To Rachaad White. Still no Irving. Bucky Irving may not be... that's not good. Godwin's hurt. But Bucky Irving may not return. Prognosis is not good, at least for this game. Mayfield fakes to give to White. Pass is caught by Evans for the first down. You know what's also crazy about this game? There's not been a single punt today. No Braden Mann for the Eagles or no Riley Dixon for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mayfield. Egbuka extends, and he's got the first down. There you see at the bottom part of your screen, 306 yards passing for Baker Mayfield today. Just an amazing performance by both quarterbacks. And, of course, for the Eagles, the reason why they lead right now, I can tell you, it's because of one man, Saquon Barkley. He's got probably close to 200 yards rushing already. Here's White. White is taken down after a gain of 3. And they're at the 26-yard line now. Sean Tucker in the backfield with Mayfield. Mayfield to the outside. There's Otten, and he is taken out of bounds with about a yard to go. 3rd and a yard at the 20. And they're going to sneak it, and he manages to get it. Who's under all the defenders, and he's got the first down. Vita Vea in the backfield with Rachaad White and Baker Mayfield, but no gain. In fact, a loss of 2 on the play. Rachaad White doesn't get very far. 2nd and 12. Mayfield in the gun. Four-man rush. Pass is quickly caught by Egbuka, and gain of about 9, 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Mayfield, he's going to take it himself. He's got the first down, and he's marked down at the 6-yard line. The Bucs trying to tie this game up for the first time since the first quarter. Early in the first quarter, too. About 7 minutes into the first quarter. Here is White. He's got the touchdown. Rachaad White in for the injured Bucky Irving. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, good. We're back. The Bucs an extra point away from tying this game up. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a new game here at Raymond James Stadium. McLaughlin to tie this one up, and it is good. So 35-35, Jalix Hunt. It's like he might have gotten a small arm injury there. Hopefully he's okay. Hurts and the Eagles offense trying to take the lead yet again.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's Will Shipley. We'll take it past the 25 up to the 28-yard line. That's where the Eagles will begin. Here is Barkley. He's got the first down. He's got to be careful. Hang on that football, and he hangs on. It's 1st and 10. Sorry, you guys. I missed some of these comments here. I haven't really been looking because the last few games I haven't had anyone in talking to me. Is that Matt? Nice to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Carlos Torres, welcome to the stream. Hope all is good. I know you probably left, but hope you guys are enjoying the game. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, 1st down. So I'm so invested in actually calling this game for you guys, I can't really look there. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. First and 10 from the 39-yard line. Motion from Brown. Pass caught by Dallas Goedert. He's got a little bit of room, and he's taken down at the 12. So the Eagles looking to take the lead yet again. We've got 12 yards to go. To Blassigamy, and he's got a gain of 2. The fullback, of course, Van Smeeren was injured before the first snap of the season. He was injured, and he will not be returning for a decent amount of time. So Blassigamy will take over that fullback position. Hurts, pass incomplete for A.J. Brown, 3rd and 8. This could potentially be a huge stop for the Bucs. If they get the stop here, they hold the Eagles to a field goal, and they could take the lead next drive. That's what the fans are cheering for. 3rd and 8. Hurts in the gun. 4-man rush. Hurts firing towards the end zone. Incomplete. Diaby, the linebacker, with the pressure, and Jake Elliott will come on for the first time today for his first field goal attempt. 27 yards. High snap, good hold, kick is up and good. So 38-35. Eagles do lead. But now you got to rely on the defense of the Eagles, who have not been playing the best football, nor have the Bucs defense. It's been a purely offensive game today. No punt. That's how you know. No punts today. So far. Yeah. Oops. Here's Sean Tucker on the right side. He'll take it all the way up to the 33, so good return for Tucker. And there's Rachaad White. 50 yards in 7 rushes, 1 touchdown, 7.1 yards per carry. Certainly been a good replacement for Bucky Irving. Just about halfway through the third quarter. Mayfield to White, and they were ready for him. Gain of only 2. The Eagles have to get a stop here. Mayfield takes the snap. Pressure coming, and there is White on the screen. He's got the first down. Down the sideline, finally taken down at the 40. With those design screen plays, you gotta get the ball off quick. Because as you saw, the pressure came. Because what those linemen do, they back off and they try and block the running back to give them blocks for that screenplay, try to make it successful, and they certainly did well. There's White. He's got another first. This time on the ground. And it's spotted at the 28-yard line, and the Bucs looking for their first lead of the game. Mayfield in the gun. 4-man rush. And it's incomplete. Second down and 10. The Eagles got to get the stop here. Mayfield looking, firing, passes, caught by Otten. He is gonna go down, at the 1-yard line, just a yard shy of that touchdown, that game-leading touchdown. But he's hyped up. He's putting his team in phenomenal position for a touchdown. In goal line formation to Vita Vea, and he's in for the touchdown. He's got it. And Vita Vea has just put the Buccaneers on top for the first time today. He's listed as a defensive tackle, but of course he has played fullback too, so I mean that's why they put him in there. To make this a 4-point game, it is 42-38. The Bucs on top for the first time in this ball game. Here's Tank Bigsby. Bigsby past the 25, taken down at the 27. So the Eagles have got to respond now. They're trailing. There you see Saquon Barkley, 16 rushes, 212 yards today. 1 touchdown also. But of course, now the Eagles trailing for the first time. This may bring their inner self again. This may give them some motivation to score. Hurts. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's got only a gain of about 2. Second down, 8 yards to go. Hurts in the gun. Hurts looking, firing, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith dropped it. He had control, and then he just kind of fell out of his hands. I think Levante David put enough heat on him that he kind of just lost control of the football. I don't think he ever had control. It would have been a fumble if that was the case, if he did have control. Motion from Brown down to the left side. Here's Hurts. Hurts looking on 3rd and 8. There's Brown, and he's taken down. And the Bucs get a stop, and this is going to be the first punt of the game. The Eagles coming up short. And Braden Mann on the field for the first time today. The first punt overall today. And the punt is blocked. Picked up and in for the touchdown. Servoisia Dennis, the linebacker, blocks the punt by Braden Mann and takes it all the way for the touchdown. Just didn't get it off in time. It may have been because he hasn't been used at all today. What a response by the Buccaneers. So now the Eagles down by 2 possessions for the first time this season. And it's an 11-point game. The Bucs certainly have turned the tables, and they have Eagles fans shocked right now. The Buccaneers looking to give the Eagles their first loss of the season. But of course, we still have about 18 minutes of football to play yet. Here's Bigsby. Bigsby to the 28-yard line. Let's see what type of designs did Jalen Hurts and the offense come up with this time. Their first drive where they just kind of just plateaued out. The punt. And the punt was blocked. Hurts takes to give. Here's Hurts, takes it himself, slides for a gain of about 2. Second down and 8. Hurts in the gun. Looking, firing. It is Dallas Goedert, gain of 2. So now it's another 3rd and 6. It's 3rd and about medium. Do you try and give it to Saquon Barkley? He's been successful there. Normally, you wouldn't, and it doesn't look like they will. Hurts only in the backfield by himself. Here's Hurts. Pass is caught by Dotson, and he's just short of the first down. And do you go for this? I think you do. Especially if the tush push was ever in the playbook here, but it's not. It's QB sneak. They will go for this. Not in QB sneak territory, so they'll give it to Barkley, and he's got the first down. So the drive continues for the Eagles, and the Eagles are still alive. If they didn't make this game could have gone the entire other way. And the Eagles were up by 14 points at one point. Now they're down by 11. Here's Hurts. Hurts. Pumping and incomplete. Bucs fans fired up as we are in the final couple plays of the third quarter. To Barkley. Barkley in a lot of trouble and a loss of 1. They have been all over him today. They haven't been able to stop him until this quarter, really. And one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and 11. Here's Hurts. Hurts looking. Hurts firing. A deep shot to Barkley, and he's got it. He hauls it in. And it's 1st and 10 from the 12 going into the quarter break. 49-38. The Bucs lead. We'll be back after this. Well, welcome back. Fourth quarter coming up here in just a moment. 49-38. Eagles have the football. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line of the Bucs. Currently flipping the field. 1st down and 10. Eagles trying to get back in it. Here is Barkley. Barkley has a block. He's got the first down. Trying to push for the touchdown. Does not get it. But he does get a first down. And he's spotted at the 2-yard line. Will Shipley in. And he'll take it. But he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of 1 on the play, and it's 2nd down. What do they draw up this time? This is a crucial series right here. Saquon Barkley back in. Here's Hurts to the end zone. Smith's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Wide open, left alone. He had A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert. He had 3 options. He just gave it to the most open guy. Devontae Smith. And the Eagles right back in it. You want to go for 2 here, though, because you want to be within a field goal. If they don't make this, they have to score a touchdown to take the lead. That's if they can hold them to 49 points. Hurts in the gun for this 2-point try. They'll hand it off to Barkley, and he is stopped in his tracks. The Buccaneers have done so good on the ground against Barkley the past few minutes. And now the Eagles down by 5. So Jake Elliott to kick this one away into the hands of Tampa Bay. They currently lead by 5 points. And he is up to the 35-yard line. Johnson takes it up to the 35. Baker Mayfield, 28 for 33, 374 yards, 4 passing touchdowns today. If you're a Bucs fan, you want to get a score here. If you're an Eagles fan, you cannot afford to give up another score. Hands it off to White. Bond takes him down, and it's 2nd and 7. Eagles trying to get the 3 and out. That's certainly what they want. But anything before field goal, I mean, a field goal would put them up by 8, which could be big. Especially since we're in the 4th quarter of the game. Here's Mayfield. Pass is caught. This time it's Ryan Miller for the first down. And he's got the Bucs up to the 50-yard line right at midfield. Bucs trucking down the field. 1st and 10. Here is, oh my goodness, Sean Tucker takes it up the middle for a first down. A gain of 11. They're close to field. They're pretty much in field goal range at this point. Chase McLaughlin can kick a high 50-yard field goal. Not 60, though. He missed a 60-yarder. Here's Rachaad White. Stopped after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Mayfield under center. Hands it off to White. And he stopped again. Only a gain of 2 this time. 3rd and 5. This is a big defensive opportunity for the Eagles. 3rd and 5. You can't give up more than 5. You got to hold them to a field goal here. From this spot, it would be a 51-yard attempt. Mayfield in the shotgun. 4-man rush. Pass is almost intercepted. That was Nakobe Dean. He shouldn't even be in the game right now. He's been injured. But 4th and 5, a huge stop for the Eagles defense. And here comes Chase McLaughlin. 51-yard attempt. The kick is away, and the kick is good. So the Bucs have officially put up 50 points, 52 points exactly. And they are up by 8 points now, so the Eagles still within 1 possession. But if they want to tie this game up, they need a touchdown and a good 2-point conversion. Here's Bigsby. Fields it inside the 5. And he's taken down at the 25. So, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles manages to score a touchdown last drive. Unsuccessful 2-point conversion. Tampa Bay only gets the field goal, and it's now 52-44. 8 points separate these two teams. Hurts fakes to give. He's going to take it himself, and he is taken down at the 28. A gain of about 2 or 3. Hope the Eagles can get something. Field goal doesn't do too much. Touchdown does a little bit. Just a little bit of damage. Put them that much closer. Hurts in the gun. Smith in the slot. Brown on the far side of your screen. And he passes it to Jahan Dotson, who's in the inside part of that formation, and he's got a first down. The Eagles trying to get a touchdown. Hurts. Looking. He is firing decently deep out of the reach. I don't know who that was intended for, and Jordan Mailata looks hurt. He's holding on to his arm. I don't know. Testing out his arm strength there. 2nd and 10 now, though, for the Eagles. Not home free yet. I do hope you'll join us next week when the Eagles welcome the Broncos to town. Here's Hurts. Firing, pass caught. This time it's Smith, and he's got the first down and more. Taken down in Tampa Bay territory. Eagles still in this game, still way in it. Here's Hurts. Hurts. Pocket collapsing. He's looking. Still looking. And he's in trouble. And he is taken down and sacked. Yaya Diaby. I believe that's the first sack of the game and a loss of about, a mile. 2nd and 21. Punched right out of Tampa Bay territory. $21 yards for the first down. A mile, but possible. You just want to get this pass to make this a 3rd and manageable. Here's Hurts. Hurts. Firing over the middle. It's caught instead of first down. Dallas Goedert. They didn't want to make a 3rd down and manageable. They just wanted to get the first down right away. Eagles, of course, in field goal range now, but they need the touchdown here. They're getting to into the home stretch of the game. You got to get the touchdown. Here is Barkley, and he is stopped. No gain. 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is Barkley. He's got it. That's not Barkley. Who is that? That ain't Barkley. Doesn't matter. A.J. Dillon. That's A.J. Dillon, his first touch of the game. And he's got the touchdown for the Eagles. I thought it was Barkley. Had the same skin tone and everything. I don't have a good visual. Like, a regular commentator will be able to see that from any angle possible, but I only have one angle. But A.J. Dillon puts these Eagles within 2. They're going to, of course, go for the 2-point try to tie this game up at 52. Can they convert this time? There's Barkley. They'll give it to Barkley, and he is stopped again. Levante David on the stop. And now it's 2 points that separate these teams. The Eagles can still possibly win this game off of a field goal. But, of course, the defense has to actually hold the Tampa Bay offense, which they haven't been really doing. Nor have the Bucs, but, of course, it's gone both ways. The Eagles have not stopped the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from a score. They have scored on, I believe, every single drive of this game, except for the one time they tried a 60-yard attempt. Chase McLaughlin coming up wide left. I don't think it even had the distance either. But, of course, the Eagles had to punt it away once it was blocked and put the Bucs on top by a couple of possessions. Here's Sean Tucker, taken down at the 23. So, Eagles special teams does a good job keeping him behind the 35-yard line. Now, with 7.5 to go, this is anyone's game. To White, and he is swallowed up. Only about a gain of 1. I thought he might have been ruled down by contact. Before the line of scrimmage, but he was taken down at the 24. So 2nd down and 9. Here's Mayfield. Mayfield over the middle. It is caught by Agbuka, and he is short of the first down. 3rd and 1. Can the Eagles get the stop here? It looks like he's a little hurt. It's a little bit of stretching, and he should be fine. That could be a huge loss for the Bucs if they do lose him for the rest of this game. He's been such a key part of that Tampa Bay offense. You can't afford to lose him. There have been a lot of, a lot of wide receivers that have done, or receivers that have done well, including the running backs. Rashad White, of course, before Bucky Irving was injured. He, of course, played a big part. It's a team game. It's a team game. So the Bucs get the first down. Eagles, I would think on this series they need to stop them. So then you're approaching field goal range. There's Miller, pushed, and a gain of 7. 400 yards passing now for Baker Mayfield. Second down and 3. Fakes to give. Pass is caught by Miller again. He's got the first down and more. And he is taken down at the 43. So this is from here to 60-yard field goal. Of course, we saw Chase McLaughlin miss that. So now the Eagles have got to stop them here. Because A field goal would put them up by a touchdown. They can get that touchdown, but here is White. He is taken down, a loss of 5. Wow. So 2nd and 15. This is the drive where you wanna take advantage, because now you just punched them out of field goal range. 65 yards, a little too much for the average kicker. Pass is caught by Miller, doesn't matter. He's got the first down. He could go all the way. Reed Blankenship comes in to take him down. He's taken down at the 4-yard line. If they score the touchdown here, the hopes of the Eagles, tying this up or even taking the lead are diminished, because if they get the touchdown in a simple PAT, they're up by 2 possessions. They hand it off to White, and there's a flag on the play, but he is taken down. We'll see what this is. Holding on the offense. So it's 1st and goal now from the 14-yard line instead of 2nd and goal from the 4. Here's Mayfield. Mayfield to Egbuka, and he's in for the touchdown. That could possibly end this game. Again, the Eagles still have an opportunity, but Emeka Egbuka back in the game after a slight knock up there, and he could have possibly just ended this game. $108 points put up today. McLaughlin to make this a 2-possession game, a big PAT for McLaughlin. The kick is away, and it is good. So 59-50. Not the most often do you say that score. Both teams put up 50 points, 50-plus points. So 3:41 left in the 4th quarter. The Eagles need a touchdown here or a field goal. I would, you would prefer to get the touchdown now. Quickly get Tampa Bay to out of possession of the football, and then you get the field goal and win. You can win. You got to execute. Here's Will Shipley. He's taken down at the 24. Saquon Barkley, 225 yards rushing, 27 yards receiving, a total of 252 yards today. It's been, all of the offense has had phenomenal numbers. And of course, it reflects in the score, but now it all depends on who will come out on top. And it looks like right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored heavily. Here's Hurts to Barkley. Barkley trying to push forward for a couple more yards and musters out 5. Second and 5. Must score opportunity for the Eagles. Hurts firing over the middle. It's caught. Dallas Goedert. And in Tampa Bay territory. And the Eagles, after that pass, they're given a humongous opportunity to score a touchdown. Of course, now they're right on the cusp of field goal range. Jake Elliott can get a 60-yarder, but you wanna get the touchdown. Like I said, you want to get the touchdown now. Hurts to Barkley, and David takes him down for a gain of 7. If it were up to me, I would definitely get this done and over with before the 2-minute warning, but of course the 2-minute warning will stop the clock. Here's Hurts to the outside, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and 3, 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go. 18 seconds, of course, till the 2-minute warning. Eagles have all 3 timeouts. Let's see what they do. 3rd and 3. Motion from Goddard. Here's Hurts. Hurts to Goddard, and he is stopped. And they're going to run this out to the 2-minute warning, I think. And do you go for this or go for the field goal? I mean, you want to go for the guaranteed points. From here, it would be a 53-yard attempt. Jake Elliott well within that reach. But then it puts the Eagles offense with more pressure, because they need a touchdown on the next drive if they hold Tampa Bay. The kick is away, and the kick is no good, but there's a roughing call, and this will be a 1st down. No, it looks like it was good, because if they declined it, they would have gotten the field goal. But that is a big call. And now the Eagles have a chance to get the touchdown with a fresh set of downs. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley, he's got green grass, and he is taken down, and they're going to take a timeout. He's taken down at the 7-yard line. So the clock stops with 1:51 left. We need to go for the end zone, all 4 of these tries here. Here's Hurts. Hurts looking. There is Smith. And he is down at the 4. They're going to hustle this time. They're not going to take a timeout. The Eagles within 9, trying to shock this Buccaneers team. And looks like there's a false start. That's another big call. Oh. The defense jumped. Encroachment on Greg Gaines, the tackle. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 2. It's a half distance since you're so close to the end zone. Here we go. 2nd and goal. Hurts takes him himself, but he loses 3, and it's 3rd and goal. Uh-oh. I don't know why the Eagles aren't taking a timeout here. They need to take a timeout. They are in trouble. Hurts. Looking. Still looking. He's going to take it himself. He's in for the touchdown. With 1:01 left and 2 timeouts. I think that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to hold those 2 timeouts. Because what Tampa Bay's naturally going to do is they're going to try and run that clock out. And essentially, if they get, because there's not much time left, the Eagles cannot give up a 1st down. They cannot. They have to stop them on that first series. If not, looks like it's going to be Tampa Bay's game. So a 2-point game here in Tampa Bay. Now, the Eagles could go for an onside kick, but you don't want to do that. That would put Tampa Bay in good field position. You want to kick this off as far into Tampa Bay territory as they can. But he's going to do an onside kick. And uh-oh, it's picked up. But it's illegal touching, and the Bucs will take over. And that should do it. Not entirely yet. But again, they need to stop them on this series. A first down and this game's over. They hand it off to White. White down at the 1, and the Eagles take their second timeout. It's looking like now the Bucs are going to win this one. It's not completely over if they get the first down, but it becomes more impossible. Here is... Uh-oh. Here's Tucker. He's stopped, and it's 3rd and 2. So now the Buccaneers, I mean, you want to get the first down here, so you might consider passing the ball here. It's 3rd and 2. Eagles need an incompletion. Inside of 2 minutes, 4th down, it'll stop the clock. Oh no, they're gonna kneel this. That's a smart move, because now they're gonna run this clock all the way out till it's gonna be about 12 seconds on the clock. And McLaughlin's going to go for a 59-yard attempt. He missed a 60-yarder. Kick is away, and it is... Uh-oh, they roughed the kicker. That's wonderful. So that'll end the game now. It's a huge... That ends the game, essentially. It wasn't a good field goal, but they're just going to go in victory formation, and this game is over. And that'll do it. So the Buccaneers hand the Eagles their first loss of the season, 59-57. This is a great game, whether you're a Bucs fan or an Eagles fan. It was a phenomenal game, 59-57. What a game. Alrighty, ladies and gents. Well, that is your game. Eagles lose for the first time this season. It's a pretty unrealistic score, but I made the what you calls the settings right. Like, it shouldn't be like this, but it's okay. It was a good game to commentate. I loved it. 59-57 today. Eagles dropped to 3-1 on the season. So now the Eagles will head back home and visit the Buccaneers, the Broncos will visit the Eagles, and then the Eagles will go to New York. And play in New York. The first of two matchups against the Giants. So the Broncos game, let me think here. Broncos game. Okay, I see. Okay, so the Broncos game is that's another 1 o'clock game. And then they play Thursday night football against the Giants in New York. So that'll be a Thursday night game. Um, but guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed this one. Of course, down to the wire. Of course, there were a couple of times where both teams had a demanding lead over the other, but ultimately the Bucks come out on top. So the Bucks win 59-57. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. I'm going to cue the music here. I'm going to make sure to remember to let me turn this sound off. Now remember to turn it to the end screen now. I'm going to hopefully remember, but if you did enjoy, I'm going to cue the music.